Greetings, seeker of wisdom and inner peace. Welcome to this special guided meditation. For the next several minutes, we will embark upon a journey of self-discovery and liberation. Let's begin by preparing the mind, body, and spirit. As you settle into your seat or cushion, take just a moment to make any final adjustments for comfort. Pillows behind the back if needed. Perhaps a blanket to guard against an unwanted chill in the air. Take the time you need. When you're ready, close your eyes ever so gently, like draping soft curtains of velvet across an open window. Breathe in deep and slow through your nose. 1, 2, 3. Exhale slowly. 1, 2, 3. Continue breathing at a measured pace. Release any tension or tightness you may be carrying in your body. Just allow yourself to relax fully and melt into the support of whatever is beneath you. Let go of all need to impress or perform here. You're safe. Let yourself settle into this sacred space we've created here together. Just you, your breath, and my voice guiding you homeward to the most authentic version of yourself. Inhale. Exhale. Until, finally, we come to the object of today's meditation. For some, a point of shame. For others, ridicule. Of course, I'm talking about pick-up lines. Yes, pick-up lines. I imagine a few chuckles might be floating around this digital space at the mere mention of these dreaded words in all their incarnations. Perhaps you have some personal favorites, like, are you a parking ticket because you've got fine written all over you? Or, are you a beaver? 'Cause damn girl. Or, I always thought happiness started with an H, but now I realize it starts with you. Okay. So that last one was actually kind of sweet. But in general though, more often than not, does anything summon up more facepalm-inducing embarrassment than bad attempts at flirting? The mental Rolodex of cliches and groan-worthy lines that people still somehow manage to trot out there in the dating scene today. Picture now, in your mind's eye, a dimly lit bar or club, pulsing music thumping through the floorboards like a giant heartbeat beneath your feet. Or perhaps a jazz ensemble on stage, sending out smooth melodies to soothe your soul after a long day. On the dance floor, scattered lights glide across sweaty bodies, moving together to whatever groove you imagine. The air is thick with perfume, smoke, and desperation. Yes, that primal human longing to feel seen, desired and chosen from the faceless sea of humanity. Do you recognize yourself there somewhere among them? The player? The prize? Maybe a bit of both, depending on which round of alcohol you're on. Here, we'll explore both sides, as all wisdom should. But for now, in this moment, you are the obsession of every would-be suitor prowling the edges of the room. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Steel your mind against the feeling that rises. There. Like a punch in the throat, just thinking about hearing some poor sap earnestly croak out something so god-awful corny. What's your sign? Mine is... I'm sorry, but please leave me alone forever. Feel an impressively long, low whistle slowly escape your lips as phantom fingers circle around your temples. Clockwise. Then, counterclockwise. The universal sign for Cuckoo Bananas Town. Since puberty, you've been on the receiving end of God only knows how many similarly spectacular cringeworthy pickup attempts. There's nothing quite like having your entire being scream, "No, thank you, next," while still trying to smile politely and nod along as this poor hapless soul flails around, floundering in the depths of awkwardness. It's so easy from the safety of hindsight to sit back and have a good laugh at these classic horror stories, right? But have you ever stopped for just 1 second to consider what might be going on inside that person's head and heart space when they spit out some doozy like that? What desperate need or deep-seated insecurity is driving them to grasp at any dangling thread of connection, even if it means looking and feeling like a total toolbox in the process? I'm not excusing being inconsiderate or creepy, but maybe there's an opportunity here for some radical compassion and empathy. What if underneath all that fumbling and bumbling, what that person is really trying to say and probably unable to articulate is something along the lines of, "Please don't leave me alone in this crowded room full of people who seem to effortlessly connect with each other while I sit here feeling like a total freak show mistake of nature again. Just look at me for 1 goddamn second, as if maybe I'm worth noticing and acknowledging as a real person too, instead of just another piece of furniture in the background." Heavy shit, I know. Love is so vulnerable, so incredibly terrifying to open up your heart to be possibly rejected or humiliated again, and yet somehow it's the only thing that makes it all even remotely worth slogging through this beautiful nightmare we call being human. So, the next time you catch yourself mentally rolling those eyes so hard you can almost see into last week's lunch, when some poor soul stumbles over their tongue trying to impress you with a line straight out of an 80s porno, take just 1 deep breath and try to imagine what it might feel like to be in their shoes. To have your palms slicked with nervous sweat, heart racing faster than a thoroughbred at the Kentucky Derby starting gate as you approach someone who makes your knees weak just by existing on this planet. Try to remember how hard it is to take that first terrifying leap of faith and vulnerability without any guarantees whatsoever, and then to fumble it so completely in front of everyone within earshot. Ouch. Dating as an introvert with severe social anxiety and crippling self-doubt is like trying to tame a wild grizzly bear while blindfolded, naked except for a fig leaf thong made of barbed wire. Fun times for no one, not even the bear. But what if we could approach all this mortifying mating dance nonsense from a place of compassion instead of judgment sometimes? What if we could give each other and ourselves the same damn grace and understanding we'd readily extend to anyone else fumbling around blindly in unfamiliar territory, just trying their best? That person is now you, gathering courage with each stiffened martini or craft brew, trying to summon just the right words that will finally make this whole dating dance feel effortless instead of so painfully clumsy and calculated. Let's take a closer look together. Allow yourself to be transported to one particularly soul-crushing instance, in memory or make-believe. Picture the scene in vivid Technicolor HD in your mind's eye. Notice every last mortifying detail. The nervous tics, the sweaty brow glistening beneath harsh fluorescent bar lights, the way your voice wavers precariously between octaves, like a puberty-ravaged teenager hitting that dreaded crackle. Oh God, help us all. And yet somehow, inexplicably amidst all this glorious catastrophe, sparks fly. Two wounded souls recognize themselves in each other's stumbling awkwardness, and suddenly the whole bar fades away, until only you two remain, suspended in a private bubble of shared mortification turned magnetism. Let's slow it down, frame by frame together now, like a slow-motion GIF on repeat. Zoom in close up on that pivotal moment when something shifted almost imperceptibly between you two. A split-second exchange of loaded micro-expressions, speaking volumes more than any words ever could. Perhaps it was the flash of conspiratorial eye roll shared as if to say, "Wow, did we really just endure that train wreck together?" Followed by a full-body belly laugh that shook the whole bar's foundations with its sheer release valve catharsis. Laughter, they say, is indeed the best medicine, and maybe even the most powerful aphrodisiac of all, when shared unironically between kindred cringe spirits. Especially when they are both too cool to continue using the word cringe so audaciously outside of trusted company. And so such things go. Maybe it wasn't humor that bridged that gap tonight. Maybe it was something far more subtle yet equally potent in its simplicity. Just a split-second eye lock loaded with raw vulnerability. To be accepted or rejected wholesale. And then the sweetest relief flooding through you as the corners of the other person's mouth quirked up ever so slightly in response. A secret smile just for you, acknowledging, "Me too, darling. Me too," on every damn level. That's it. Keep breathing with me now. In and out we go together in this safe space between us. Inhale the sweet relief of finally being seen, and exhale any lingering shame or self-doubt that would have you shrinking back into your shell once more. This is you. All of it. Irreplaceably you. Stop trying so damn hard to impress everyone, and instead just focus on being you. Embrace every last quirk and foible as the beautiful snowflake fingerprint of quirky perfection that only you could ever leave on this world. Remember it. Every time you're tempted to hide behind some sanitized, focus-grouped version of perfectly dateable you. Believe, and know, with all sincerity and conviction, that honesty is always sexier than a veneer of slick confidence. And when you finally meet the person who gets all your esoteric references without explanation needed, whose flaws perfectly fit your mismatched puzzle pieces, then even the cheesiest pickup line will land like liquid gold on a parched desert tongue. With that thought in mind, let your freak flag fly with unapologetic pride. Own every last idiosyncrasy like the delicious spice that makes your particular love curry a feast for the senses. And the next time Cupid shoots his arrowed one-liner straight through your heartstrings, take a beat and ask yourself, would past awkward me give present me a high five or an eye roll at this moment? If it makes you chuckle more than groan, then you're doing exactly right. One last time with me, dear spirit. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you for allowing me to guide you today. May you go forth in the love and the light. Until next time, peace be with you.